Hello, Potato. Longtime viewers of the channel will know that I am a bit of a coffee aficionado. I am a fan of the brown bean juice that makes life worth living. And, we've got numerous coffee. We have a whole coffee bar. We have drip brewers and French presses and pour-overs and percolators. And most ways of making coffee, we've got some version of it, including, of course, an espresso maker and a now a very old Keurig. We were very early adopters on the whole Keurig thing. And recently we decided we wanted to try another one of these kind of capsule pod coffee makers, which, yes, I know they're not great for the environment, but sometimes you just don't want to have to do the whole rigmarole to pull a shot of espresso. And in past visits to the Disneyland Hotel, in the e-ticket club, they have an espresso brewer. And I thought, we're going to get an espresso brewer. It's just a matter of, finding the right one at the right price. And then the fates of value smiled upon us because we went in to Costco and found this. By DeLonghi, it's an Nespresso Vertuo Next and Aeroccino 3. I think maybe that's the Aeroccino 3. I'm not 100% sure. And we have been looking specifically at Costco and Sam's Club for an espresso maker because I was reasonably sure I'd seen them there before. And I figured that would be the best place to get a decent value for a quality device. And recently we walked in looking for something else entirely, but thought, well, we'll pop down the coffee aisle or the appliance aisle and see what they have. And there on the shelf by itself was this with this lovely tag on it. Nespresso Vertuo Next to Coffee and Espresso Single Serve Brewer, $90. Was $179.99, so like almost half off, and well less than any of the prices we'd seen online, including like Amazon. And so, yeah, definitely, we're gonna check this out. It's supposed to come with 42 coffee and espresso capsules, a $35 coupon for ordering off Nespresso.com. Yeah, okay, whatever. 2 capsule recycling bags, which, okay, I mean, you gotta do something with them, right? A descaling kit, which we don't really have an issue with water doing that here, but hey, it's nice to include it. And yeah, so we're gonna take this out of the box and check it out. Now, this was the last one in the shop. I'm sure that's part of why it was on sale. There is some damage to the box. Looks like people have tried to move it, maybe in not the smartest ways. So there's some stuff torn on it, but it doesn't appear, looking at the inside, that there's anything has been removed and placed back. But let's see back here. This part was ripped when we got it. I think somebody tried to pick it up like this, and that ripped at some point. Or maybe they were trying to look inside of it, and they just don't understand to pull the little flap out. But let's see, it claims to, I guess it reads a barcode off of the little capsules so that it knows which one you're making, which of course means that you probably can only buy first-party Nespresso pods, although I've seen there are some that you can fill yourself. I don't know if it's these ones or different ones, because this does specify that it only works with, I think, a certain type of pod. Somewhere on here, it said, somewhere I saw where it said something like certain capsules only or certain pods only, but now I don't see it anymore. It'll probably be in the instructions though. Apparently it turns itself off after 2 minutes. I guess, can select cup size. That probably depends on what pod you're using, because it's supposed to make up to entire carafes, I guess, using centrifusion. I don't know, Bluetooth, you can control it by phone maybe? I'm not sure why I want that. I guess I could set it up and then, as I'm coming home, have it make the coffee. But it turns off after 2 minutes. I don't know. I have no idea what that does. Or maybe it's a Bluetooth speaker. Who knows? And it's a recyclable packaging, and there's beans. But let's get it open to see what all is in the box. So it doesn't open, even with that flap missing, it doesn't open super easy. This may be the largest thing I've ever done on this table. And this is bigger than some Lego kits. Well, here's our first thing. We have a box. I'm guessing this will be our capsules. Let's move this off to the side a little bit and see what's in here, because I do see that it says on top of it, welcome. So I guess we pull that. Oh, I guess it's just pull it out of the box. Well, let's see what's in here. This is our quick start guide. Fill tank with water, turn machine on, place container under spout, minimum 34 ounces. Rinse before use. Well, yes, we'll definitely do that. Press button 3 times to rinse system. Oh, I guess that's what we need the 34 ounce thing for. Okay. Choose your coffee. Check capsule foil for coffee information. 6 cup sizes available. Espresso, double espresso, Gran Lungo. Probably mispronounced that, didn't I? Coffee, Alto, and Carafe. So mostly all the ones that at the e-ticket club are like that size. They're the espresso ones. Quite nice. You put a shot or 2 of espresso in your normal size coffee cup, pour some coffee on top of that, head into the park. Insert capsule, press brew button, enjoy! And recycle your capsules. And on the back here, launch the app. Enable Bluetooth and Wi-Fi on your device. Yeah, if we're going to play with that, it's not going to be today. Today we're making coffee. So what came in here? We got 42 pods, it says. And here's our descaling kit. Probably the only time I will ever look at that. Because again, we don't have that issue with water here. 3 sleeves of our best-selling coffee, 2 recycling bags to give your capsules a second life, 1 descaling kit to keep your machine at its best. Maybe the bags are under something here. So what do we got? We've got Stormio, 230 milliliters, 7.7 fluid ounce. Is this an espresso? Why we love it. Stormio's dark roasted blend that rushes in with myriad of aromas, but how can all that strength come from Arabicas? Okay, so this one's just normal coffee, I guess. Okay. Next, we got some espresso in here, I hope, because I wanted to do an espresso. Mexico. Double wash process. Oh. Does it say? Doesn't say on this one. On this one it says coffee. On this one it does not have that little logo. Oh, here it is. So I guess also coffee, 7.77 ounces. So did they not give us an espresso capsule? Well, we have to espresso on another video. We may have to espresso on another video. That's a little disappointing. I was hoping we would get a variety of things. Well, there's still more in here. Maybe there's more, because I see another handle in the box. I think maybe this outer box is like the special like Costco version, and the normal box may be inside. So maybe we'll see what's in there. We have Mexico. How many are in this? It's a 7 on the dark scale, which is, what was this one? This one was an 8. I'm probably gonna make the darkest one to try out, because I like a dark roast coffee. And in here we have Colombia, and that's only a 5. And yeah, it's another coffee. Okay, so we have 3 tubes of pods here, but I don't think that's 42. So I think there's gonna be more in the other box. Let's move this out of the way. Our Nespresso welcome box. And go back to the big box here, because yeah, inside the big box, there is a smaller box with a carry handle. So that's why I think what we're gonna have next is the normal retail box. Like if you went and bought this literally anywhere else, you would have this box. This is fantastic video, isn't it? Nice close-up of the box. All right. So yeah, I think this is the normal shelf display box. So those sleeves probably contain 10 pods each, because this says it contains another 12. I feel like this is the one we saw for like 180 bucks at Target. So yeah, let's well, yeah, this is definitely made out of like a rougher, more recycled feeling cardboard. And this one definitely has not been opened. So, oh, maybe it has, but still, I feel confident what we've got here is going to be a fully functioning pod coffee maker. Maybe not. Nothing appears to be touched here. got our more instructive instruction guide. We've got bits. All right, let's move off because we need to see all the bits. We've got this. We've got a power cord. Oh, the whole box just kind of comes apart. I guess you can... So I think this is the drip thing at the bottom, so I guess we do need to put it back over here more. Because yeah, looks like the whole front of the box just kind of drops down. I'm sure they don't intend for you to be doing this on camera. So, thinking this is going to be our other pods. The box style is certainly similar. Let's break the tape on it. One side came off easily, one side is a little more firmly attached. Oh, and that's supposed to do that anyways. Just rips open like this. All right, yeah, here we go. Here's where we have the other flavors of espressos and such. We've got a couple espressos. I guess 4 espressos, 2 for double espressos, 2 Gran Lungos, and 4 coffees. We'll definitely do one of these espressos. I think we'll try to make a latte. Let's do this. The Il Cafe. Do the dark one here. Take a look at it. So, yeah, I feel like this is definitely what I have used at the e-ticket club, or at least very similar. Il Cafe, so we have the little barcode on there. So put that aside because we're going to use that one. And I'll just use one of the coffees out of the other pack so that we can save these special ones for later. All right, and then we have got a power cord, got some more cardboard inserts. Got our milk frother, which we'll try that out as well because I'm trying to make a like a latte or something. And our big new coffee making friend, which I've just placed off camera because the box is in the way. Let's get rid of the box and maybe plug this in. You know, actually, I'm gonna go wash everything and plug it in, get it set up, and then we'll test it out with the rinsing, and then we'll make us some coffee. So I'll be right back. All right, so here is our machine all set up. I've given all the removable bits a good washing. I have filled the reservoir up with fresh filtered water, and I have cleaned and assembled our Aeroccino 3, our milk frother, which is very different than the milk frother we've been using for years. The one we have has all the, it's a powered one like this, but all of the mechanical bits are in the base, and what goes on top is just a metal pitcher with a whisk inside of it that spins via magnets. And I feel like this is probably a very similar, oh, I'm supposed to take the sticker off, aren't I? Oh well, we'll leave it on for now. I feel like this is very similar mechanics here because this, the whisk pops right out. It talks like there should be replacement whisks. I don't see any in the box, but I'll look more closely before we're done. And this does 2 different settings. You can either do hot or cold, which you could do on ours as well. You press it once, and it should light up red. Nope, I held it too long. Probably shouldn't do it with it empty. But when it lights up blue like that, that means it's cold. But we've got some milk here. We're going to try in it too. But first, we do need to rinse. We need to rinse this. So we've got ourselves a receptacle of at least 34 ounces. It's 4 cups. That should be more than 34 ounces, right? A quart. That may not, that may not be enough. Is this going to do... Oh, that says 3.4 ounces, not 34 ounces. Look, is there even 34 ounces of water in this thing? There's a... Or does it say 34 ounces? You know, I'm gonna get a bigger container. I'll be right back. Just, you know, better safe than sorry, right? Okay, so I mean, if that really is 34 ounces, that 1 quart container I had would have been potentially just a little bit too small. But now we've got our 2-quart container, so that should certainly be big enough. Looks like it's gonna take 7 minutes to rinse this. Well, you know, I guess we don't want to have bad taste. I really don't think there's that much water even in this thing, but we'll find out. So it says to make sure, so this is where our pods will normally go, and I guess I think you throw your, maybe I wonder if it ejects it automatically, because over here there's a little bin on the side for your used pods. It's got a little drip thing on the bottom. And I was wondering if that's just because, you know, if you're using this at work, your coworkers are probably lazy slobs and won't take their pods out. But I mean, you know, put them in the trash. But at least, you know, they'll be placed here to put them. But I'm thinking this may auto-eject. I'm thinking these are going to pull it out and dump it in there. But we'll find out when we make our real coffee. But for now, we're going to make sure this is in the locked position. We're going to press it once to turn it on. And then we're going to press it 3 times to rinse. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Hopefully this doesn't make a mess. If this cuts off really quickly, you'll know things went badly. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Got water. Turn the machine on. It's lit up. You can't see it, but it's lit up. Place the large container under it and pressed 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, here we go. Now we're doing something. Because last time it just, like, the little light on top, right now it's flashing amber. It just turned red. So it looks like it's pulling water out of the reservoir. Water does seem to be going down. How much water does this thing even hold? It's the future! The future of mucky water. Apparently I can stop this at any time by pressing that button again. Is it bad that pages are falling out of the instruction book as I'm reading it? Okay, so I think we're just in full rinse mode here. If it really is gonna take 7 minutes, I'm just gonna jump ahead till either it's done or something interesting happens. All right, I think we are done here. The light's just kind of pulsing. Well, no, it's the steady white. I did not need the larger thing of water. I went through about half the water in the tank, I think. But we have not super hot water, but then again, it's only on a rinse mode. It may not heat it up fully for rinse mode. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I'll at least put it off to the side here. Out of view of the camera. And I think we will start by making ourselves a latte. So I'm gonna take our Aerochino. I'm gonna put in about 1 cup of milk because I'm not gonna make a huge drink here. And it says, I guess maybe the spring is supposed to come off for certain types of drinks. I will have to read the instructions more thoroughly because it does show like a different head there. It said somewhere on here about there being a storage for other whisks, but I don't see it. I don't see anything that comes open. It may, and the other thing may still be in the package, and maybe when I take it out, maybe this is where it's meant to store the alternate whisk or something. I don't know. I will read the other instructions later on, but for now, we're going to give it a try. So we're going to pour in, I guess I'll pour in to that max line if this is more than that, because it shows like a little steering wheel look there, which looks like with the spring on. Now this milk, let's just be clear here. This milk, oh, I should have probably left that in there, shouldn't I have? It's magnetic. Yep, it pulls right back into spot. There we go. So this milk is not going to froth. We use generally 1 or 2% fat milk, which is not going to froth up properly. The frother we have previously, which is, I don't think I actually finished describing it, but it's a similar idea. It has a base, but the base has all the mechanics in it. The top is just a metal pitcher with a little whisk thing like that in the bottom of it. And you just, you let it go, and has hot, really hot, and cold settings. So one quick press, and it should light up red. All right, so that means it's doing hot now. So next we need our cup there. We're gonna make our espresso. So if I'm understanding instructions correctly, I've got an espresso pod, the Il Cafe. I wish it had come with more espressos and less normal coffees, but you get what you get, right? Still got the machine, and that's the important thing. So we're going to put the cup under there. Going to lock it down. You heard it pierce. Lock. And while that's going, we will brew us up. So that's supposed to take, I think, said about 2 to 3 minutes for hot. I think maybe less for cold. I've lost the book now. Here it is. Here it is. I've got it. The instructions are written in like 25 different languages, so they're not... And English is not the first one. Approximately 60 seconds. Oh, here we go. 70 to 80 seconds for hot. So while that goes, you can see it's I don't know, maybe you can't see, but I can see it is steaming up on the lid there. So while that goes, we're going to brew us up our espresso and try that. Machine's powering up. And it's doing something. Okay, our milk is ready, and here comes our espresso. Yes, it's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's a little bit quieter than our normal espresso machine. One thing I noticed when it was rinsing, it like was pouring the water out at like a kind of an angle to the side. It's still a little bit to that, but not as sharp an angle. Is that it? Is that our single shot? It's very dark. And I believe we are done. All right, so here's our shot of espresso. Nice dark. Got a nice head of crema on it. Smells, wow, that smells so good. It smells really dark and good. Let's give it a sip. Oh, wow, that is strong. I like it. I like it a lot. Right. Now, I don't want to drink too much on its own because I do want to make a latte out of it. So let's try our... This actually frothed up a bit. That frothed up quite a bit. Wow, now I don't remember if I'm supposed to pour the milk in first or the espresso in first, but we're pouring in the milk in second here. But that got a lot more froth on it than our old... Now, of course, it's not going to come out. There we go. I didn't bring like a silicone spoon or anything in here to do this with, which would have been smart. Look how much froth is left in there. That's a ton of froth. But I think we have enough for our demonstration purposes here. That frothed up really well. I am really surprised at that because our normal frother is which is like a Capresso, does not froth up like that. Let's move this all in here a little bit. We're gonna give this a try. Okay, it's a nice picture. That could be the thumbnail. All right, let's give this a try. I am really astonished at how well that frother worked. I'm not like astonished at the coffee maker. The coffee maker did exactly what I thought it would, but we've never gotten froth like this out of our normal milk. I am utterly shocked. I'm also glad I didn't put more milk in there than it said to. Let's give it a try. Yep, that's a latte. Honestly, probably could have used a little less milk or maybe 2 shots of espresso. Maybe one of those was a Grand Lungo. It looks like it's a double shot, right? So maybe I get those in the future, but this is good. This is totally acceptable. All right, I am pleased. Now let's see if my thought about what was going to happen when we open this is correct. If it's going to eject that pod into the little waste receptacle. And yep, there it goes. Don't know how well you can see that because I have the camera set a little low, but it did eject the other receptacle, or the other pod. So I can put in now some Stormio and brew us up just a normal cup of coffee. Can we hear it pierce? Seal it up. Got ourselves another cup here, ready to go. Let's give it a shot. We got a little couple drops of espresso from the old one in there, but it's brewing. That's a very frothy coffee. Or it's very light. No, it's frothy because I can see at the bottom here, we're getting some dark black coffee going on down there. That's interesting. It's not a problem, but it's interesting that it's frothing up normal coffee. And we've used quite a bit more of the water from the tank this time. Looks like it's getting a little thin there, so I think we're almost done. That color's a little more yellow than brown at this point. But that is a nice dark color on that coffee. Weird that it has like a crema head on it, but I'm not disappointed. I wonder if you could run a pod through a second time. I'm sure there are people who have like hacked this to like empty out the pods and refill them and reuse them, which is not a bad idea. And all right, I think we're done here. So there is our Stormio. That is nice and dark for a good full-on cup of coffee. To be fair, Keurig, at least the Keurig we have, which is, again, one of the old ones, like maybe like a second-generation Keurig that we have. We were very early adopters on that. Does not generally brew it this dark. Let's give it a sniff. Well, of course, it doesn't smell as strong as the espresso did, but it smells nice and strong. Let's give it a try. Yep, that is very strong, very dark coffee. Again, I feel like this is definitely a stronger brew than anything we've ever really gotten out of the Keurig. Which is probably part of why we don't really use the Keurig much anymore. We use it very rarely. Mostly use like the percolator or just the drip brewer, or if I'm feeling fancy and want to take my time, some pour over. But this, I feel like this, depending on how expensive those espresso pods are going to be, I feel like this could get more regular use and ultimately maybe save us some trips to Starbucks if we can just quickly brew a mocha at home and not have to, go through all the production of using the proper espresso maker. I feel like this will be a valuable addition to our caffeine addiction. So yes, this was like our deal of the year. Got this at Costco and I could not be happier. Well, I'm gonna go drink my coffee and get all good and caffeinated so I can edit this stuff. I hope you found this all interesting or entertaining. If you did, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. We'll maybe start doing like some more Nespresso pods or something. Who knows? See you next time.